Okay, so we're going to start working on our second session song. It's basically going to be some ice cream chords, but we're going to add some twists and little variations on it, plus one more chord to make it a little more interesting. That's the verse of the song, and you probably noticed that I was first of all I added a little chord, which was this one, the D minor. Now you can do the D minor with the way you do a D minor is pointer finger on the first string, first fret, middle finger on the third string, second fret, and ring or pinky, whichever one you like better, doesn't really matter, on the second string, third fret. Some people like doing it this way. It doesn't really matter, whatever's more comfortable for you. Yeah, and I'll explain what decides that in a minute once I get through the rest of the song. So we start with regular ice cream chords. One measure of C. 1, 2, 3, 4. One measure of A minor. One measure of F. This is where we're going to put a little twist here. D minor first, for half a measure, just two strums, and a half a measure of G. Now, and then one measure of C. Sorry, two measures. So again, let's talk about that switch to the D minor. Let's talk first about that D minor chord and that switch to it. We're coming into the D minor from F. The cool thing that makes it easier is the middle finger stays right where it has to be. The pointer finger has to move one string down, so it doesn't have to travel a lot. This is the only motion. And then you have to add either the ring finger, which means moving the ring finger from the fourth string to the second string, and that's going to look like this. 3, 4. The other option is going from F, and the pointer finger is still going to move, but instead of moving the ring finger, I'm just going to add the pinky on that second string, third fret. That switch is going to look like this. 2, 3, 4. That's your option. Let's talk about the advantages and disadvantages of each one. The advantages of going with a D minor is that you can get ready for it pretty easily. You can kind of keep the pinky above the fret. That way, when it's time to get to that chord, you can move very quickly. The thing is, then you have to go to a G chord very quickly, and then the pinky has to move. Although this is not a difficult switch, you almost just roll down the finger, and you're at the G chord already. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The advantage is when you're going to, with this finger, with the ring finger, is that you can have your pinky ready to play the G chord. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. And back to C. So what you want to do is experiment, try it both ways and see which one you like better, and that's the one you should go with. Okay, so the verse, once again, we're actually going to play the verse twice before we go to the bridge. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, A minor, 2, 3, 4. F, 2, 3, 4. D minor, G, C. 2, 3, 4. 1, 6, 7, 8. Repeat. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. to watch out here when you're playing this is at the end of the verse, there's 2 measures of C, and then after that there's another measure of C. So it's very easy to lose track of where you are. So you want to make sure you pay attention to how many times you strum the chords, how many measures you strum each chord, and where you are through the pattern. Let's talk about the bridge. Bridge, or the middle 8 here, is kind of, it's a little bit of F and then ice cream chords. It's actually a lot simple. We're going to play 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4. 4 measures of F, and then basic ice cream chords. 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. The only thing is we're going to use a D minor instead of F. 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. So the whole bridge. F, 2, second F, third F, fourth F, ice cream chord. C, A minor, D minor, G, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to go back to our verse. I want to point out a little addition that I'd like to add here. When we're playing the middle 8 or the bridge, on the G, what we're going to do is we're going to strum once and hold the rest of the bar. F, 2, 3, 4, second F, third F, fourth F, C, A minor, D minor, G, 2, 3, 4. And those are all the sections you have to worry about.